The AFC Champions League elite. JDT will hope that home advantage will carry them through. In 4 matches so far this season, 1-3, just 1 draw. That draw, though, came against Buriram United, a feisty goalless draw in December. So Hector Bedolio is under no illusions of the task that faces him. They may be romping away with things in the domestic league, but in the Asian Champions League, that is now where they will get judged. And both these teams are so well financed, they've been able to make a huge number of important signings since they last met in December. For Johor, they've got the likes of Sami Castillejo from Valencia, Anselmo from Alweda, Messi Roca, now injured, from Gijón, Jonathan Vieira from Corfacam, Alvaro Gonzalez from Al Qadisiyah, and Hesse from Coritiba. But they're not the only team who have been signing big. Buriram themselves have strengthened their Asian Champions League squad. The likes of Peter Zul from Changchai Yatan. He's an Austrian central midfielder. Ko Myung-seok came from Daegu. Martin Boake, the Italian striker, big and bustling, came from Qingdao Hainu. Chachai Butron, reserve goalkeeper from Patam United, and Supernat Bowenta. He has returned from loan, a successful loan in Europe at the Belgian club Leuven, and is in top form in domestic football. And that little knot of fans up at the top right of the stadium, they are fully believing that they can come into Johor and they can upset the home team. It is wonderfully set. This stadium was made for nights such as this. The investment has been made for nights such as this. Buriram and Johor Darul Taksim are prepared for nights such as this, and on nights such as this they must deliver. The Sultan Ibrahim Stadium is the wonderful backdrop. A massive roar goes up as the players come onto the surface. It is the green shirts of Buriram United up against the home team in red and blue of Johor Darul Taksim. The sold-out signs were put up nearly a week ago for this. The spaces you can see are for those who are just coming into the stadium after breaking fast, which happened just about 20 minutes ago. So this stadium will fill up very quickly. The players, though, they are fully focused already. Very much a Spanish influence behind the emergence of Johor Darul Taksim, but Arif Aiman is their top scorer. He is very much a man from Malaysia. He wears the JDT stars with pride. As for Buriram, they have the Malaysian captain, Dion Cools, amongst their ranks. They too have spent big. Curtis Good came from Melbourne, Australian international. Lucas Crispin to provide the goals, or the opportunities for Guillaume Bissoli to provide the goals, and Kenny Dougal, this time last year, was playing championship football in England. The Australian international, though, loves the big stage, and he regards this as one of the reasons why he moved to this part of the world to play in these big games. Evan Chichop is the man behind the success of Buriram. He is very much a hands-on owner of the club, and an awful lot of the development of Buriram in the Eastern Thailand, the motor racing stadium and the football stadium, he's using sport a little bit like Johor are to put profile into their part of the world. And what a stage they've got. This is the Johor Darul Taksim lineup that shows 3 changes from the side that drew. Shane Lowry comes in at centre-back. I think Fazale gets a start in the heart of midfield for his first start in this competition. Sami Castillejo comes in on the left-hand side up front. I'm anticipating, though that's a 3-5-2, I'm expecting a more like a 3-3-1 formation. On the bench, Jorge Obregon can provide goals, as can Jesse Rodriguez. Ika Underbarena makes a welcome return to the bench after injury. So Afiq and Arif Aiman, they are carrying the Malaysian flag despite all the investment, these two Malaysian internationals very much part of the scenery here in Johor. And Hector Bidolio has got a big squad to select from. He'll have some unhappy players on the bench, but those 11 on the field of play, they have got to deliver. Shane Lowry returns to the first team for his first start since the goalless draw here against Buriram in December. Match officials are from Kuwait. The match referee, Ahmed Al Ali. 37 yellow cards, 2 red cards handed out in his last 10 matches, so not a man to quickly get the cards out. And he's had some high-profile matches as well. Buriram United just one change from the side that drew 0-0 in Buriram. Curtis Good comes in at the back, otherwise it's exactly the same. Supernat, Buake and Bissoli will provide a 3-man attack. Dion Cools will try to attack down the right-hand side. Lucas Crispin will try to provide the opportunities for Buake and co up front. Plenty of international experience on the bench, but their main attacking threats are already on the field of play. Nacho Inter will be at the heart of midfield, playing some of the best football of his career as the Malaysian international. Osmo Los, in his first season as Buriram coach, well, he is leading them. They hope to ASEAN success, to the quarterfinals here. They're 2 points clear at the top of the domestic league. They're in the latter stages of the knockouts of the Thai FA Cup and League Cup. It is a busy time for Buriram. For Johor Darul Taksin, they've already won the FA Cup. They're in the final of the Malaysia Cup. They've already won the league title for the 11th straight time. Oh my word, how they'd love to be in Saudi Arabia in April. Jeddah in April is very, very appealing in terms of the sport and the profile for these nations. Neil Etheridge, Philippines international with big success, will be hoping to stop the attack led by Bergs and Da Silva. Gosh, this is wonderfully set up. There must be a winner tonight. No away goals. Extra time if we are level after 90 minutes. And then possibly penalties after that. It is tense. It is intense. It is Johor versus Buriram. Third meeting between these clubs. Yet to see a goal. Seen plenty of cards, red cards, 3 in the first game here. In the first leg of this knockout contest last week, 4 yellow cards for Johor Darul Taksin as they defended. This time it's a much more attacking lineup. The countdown is on to this knockout of all knockout matches. Buriram United in the green get us up and running. Asian Champions League round of 16 knockout phase. Level from the first leg. There must be a winner tonight. Supernat Winter, a little tap on the ankle of Nacho Inter. It was like a physical arm wrestle in the first leg. So many individual battles all over the field of play. Alvaro, who's had to change position to the right-hand side as Arif Ayman drives forward. Arif looks inside. What a save and put in! Oh, a goal inside 45 seconds for Bergs and Da Silva. Buriram are asking for a flag. They're praying that Bergson is offside. It will be checked. But otherwise, unlimited joy at the Sultan Ibrahim Stadium. Let us look. Arif is the one who did it all. Arif Ayman starts. Keep an eye on Bergson in the middle. The shot comes in. Oh, I fear that will be checked by VAR. despite the save from Neil Etheridge. Shot comes in from Vieira. Bergson is there to put in the rebound, but the goal has been disallowed. It is a free kick for Buriram United. Many of the crowd don't yet know, but the goal has been wiped off. Oh my word. Clearly offside. Excellent save. Vieira's effort well poured out by Neil Etheridge. Buakwe in there ahead of Alvaro Gonzalez. Lucas Crispin. Right. What will that goal do? Will it maybe say to Buriram, this is our night? Or will it spur Johor on to bigger and better things? Here's Kenny Dougal. Siok loses out to Stallejo. Lucas Crispin. The team had a match at the weekend, such as the importance they got scheduled league games out of the way early. Bergson does well. Vieira has got Oscar Arribas on the outside. Arribas, Castillo wants on the edge of the penalty area, blocked off by Supernat defending. Shrafilov finds Nacho Inter, approaching 40 Inter. Here's Arif. Arif versus Lucas Crispin. Arif does well. Bergson wants it to his feet. Dougal comes away and he looks for Buakwe. Well, a flailing arm from Buakwe. The referee has stopped the game. Alvaro hit the deck, and I can only assume it's a flailing hand from Martin Buakwe. Well, there doesn't look to be a lot there. I wonder if another angle can tell us. Alvaro went down very, very quickly. Now glancing, certainly no intention from the big Italian, who can put it about. Zubiare, what a slice is that. Cools. For confidence from Arif Ayman, and loses out to Lucas Crispin. Fascinating, the alterations that JDT may have to make to accommodate Sammy Castanejo. Bergson reckons he was pulled back. The referee, he was right there, says not. Goran Kozic spreads it out wide to Young Siok. It's Azul, someone from Chinese League. He's one of the signings that Buriram have made to strengthen their Asian Champions League campaign. Here's Bisuli, 4 goals in this tournament, 20 in the league domestically. Spreads it out wide to Dion Cools. Supernat. Had a fine game in the first leg at Supernat. Afik Fazel is there covering him, and Supernat drives towards the penalty area. Bisuli! Oh. Zubiare saw it late and had to get down very quickly. This must come through the body of Alvaro, because Zubiare sees it late Does very well to get a good left hand on it, the goalkeeper. This will be the angle. That's sneaking in. That's a fine save. Curtis Good and Boakwe at the near post, looking to cause problems. Good clean take from Subiare. He looks for quick distribution. Castillejo. Shane Lowry, who's on the far side. Oscar Arribas, sorry. Runs like Lowry, but Arribas very much there. Bergson. Neil Etheridge lets that one run harmlessly wide. Phenomenal scoring record in domestic football. Bergson da Silva. Jorge Obregon in the early stages of the Asian Champions League got the nod from Hector Bidolio as the starting striker. Bergson's sheer quantity of goals has persuaded the coach that he deserves the starts. Curtis Good, long ball, but too much on that. It's over Bisoli. This is the week where the Champions League quarter-finals are decided. It's a one-off tournament in Saudi Arabia at the end of April. A one-leg quarter-final, one-leg semi-final and final. West Asian and teams from the East all put in a draw on Thursday as it's an awkward little tackle coming in there from Nacho Insa. Quickly taken, Boakye finds Bisoli. Supernat makes the run ahead of him. Bisoli comes back to Goran Kozic, who was not wanted at the start of this season. He was released from the club, but found his way back and has become a reliable member of Osmo Lossa's starting 11 in all competitions, Goran Kozic. Alvaro is there, Bergson will chase. Dougal. Nicely worked. Doodle. Happy to hold on to the ball. Pitch looking a lot firmer than the criticised pitch in Buriram last week as Cools looks for Bisoli and finds him. The overlap from Supernat, but the flag up for offside against Supernat Buanta. Now 10 minutes gone. Bisoli's effort turned away by Subiare. It's not that ball, it's this next one coming in. Oh, gosh. Well, I'm assuming it was a ball much earlier in the move. Etheridge scoops it clear. Insa's header. Afik helps it on, wants the foul, gets the foul. Great vote of confidence for Afik Fazail. Very much normally comes on as a substitute in the latter stages, but trusted to start. Here's Castillejo, left foot. Former Valencia man. Breaks to Arif. Arif is looking just to nick it over to Vieira. Then Dougal got there. Crispin finds Bisoli. Jorzic. Shane Lowry. Brought in for his physicality, I think, to deal with Martin Boake. And then it will be a physical battle. Adibas looks to Afik. She replaced Anselmo from the starting 11 last week. A much more muscular presence, Anselmo. Afik a lot more mobile. Nacho will have the majority of the defensive work to do. Vieira. Nacho Inter once again. Just taking a poll beforehand, admittedly with Johor fans, what they expected. Everyone expected it to be tight and tense. Adibas. It's still in play. Lowry reacts. Hoists it in. Bergson will challenge. Bergson does well. Vieira. Blocked by Dougal. Basoli comes clear. Under pressure from Arif Ayman, who just has a little nibble. Five goals in this season's Asian Champions League for Arif Ayman. It's had the rumour mongers out saying a move to a more established, I won't say bigger, but a more established Asian club might be on for Arif. But if Johor are making it to the quarterfinals, Johor go into that more established category. So much at stake here. Both owners have put in such investment, financial and time, personnel, facilities. The stadium a testament to what Johor have done, and Buriram are doing something equally impressive in East Thailand as we watch the round 2 of Boake versus Lowry. Johor got on with things, and Neil Etheridge has possession for Buriram United. Curtis Good. Zul. Oh, lovely play from Zul. That's nice. Just buys a little bit of space. The contest where space is going to be at a premium. Basoli happy to drop deep to pick up possession for the visitors. Pools. And Buriram are hoping to quieten the crowd. They might have another thing coming. The boys of Straits behind the goal that Johor are defending. Notorious for singing 85 of 90 minutes. Lovely ball over the top. Supernat chases, Alvaro does well, puts it into the Thai international. Little handshake of acknowledgement from Supernat. Alvaro's shifted to the right-hand side of the back three to accommodate Shane Lowry. Signed from the Al Qadisiyah club, Alvaro. Strafilov onto Alvaro. Afik. Castillejo. Onto the number 77 shirt, Castillejo, apparently. That belonged to Najmud in an earlier squad, so he had to be given the number 70. 38-year-old referee from Kuwait. So far, not had a lot to deal with. There was a disallowed goal inside 45 seconds. That was correctly ruled away by VAR. Boake tries to get on the wrong side of Lowry. It's twice Crispin has just tried to play that angle ball into the Italian. Johor have just completed a third unbeaten league champions season. Only lost 2 league games in the last 5. They're looking for their 3rd treble in a row. We're now stepped up onto a much, much bigger stage. One of the problems for both of these clubs is that the players that took them to the championships, as Bergson tries a long-range effort, and you're left on the sidelines when it comes to this Asian Champions League. Adibas. Asilejo. Arif. Little dummy comes out to Nacho Inter. Didn't trust himself to shoot. Rarely does. Ari hoists it up to Arif. Astalejo, little drag back by Bisoli. I think Buriram decided after back-to-back defeats, 5-0 and 3-0 in this season's Champions League, they needed to invest. That's where the money was put in for Peter Zol and for Boake and for Go Myeon-seok. It is such a clear step up, and with the new Asian Champions League elite rules not putting a real limit on foreign-born players. Vieira's ball in. Was just trying to float it back in towards Bergson or Israfilov. Dougal. Winter turns away from Nacho Inter. He picked up a yellow card in the first leg. Larry versus Cools. Cools did well. No green shirt following up. Seeing Dion Cools playing this right wing back position has caused a big discussion in Malaysia about his best position for the national team. He plays normally centre-back for the national team. Nothing for Zale. Wanted Arif to spin into the space, but Curtis Good was too alert to that. 20 minutes gone. After that frantic opening 5 minutes, it's settled down into the game I think we all expected. A game of chess, game of mistake avoidance, maybe relying on a bit of brilliance or a bit of power from an individual. Bergson closes down Etheridge, sweeps out to Crispin. Crispin versus Arif. It's a very creative battle on this right-hand side. Curtis Good starts again. Etheridge, who has a Malaysian connection, formerly with Cardiff, who are Malaysian owned. Real scalp to get him. Top teams always have good quality goalkeepers. Etheridge certainly fits that category. Supernat and Arif. Lucas. Bisoli with a bit of space. Arif does good defensive work once again. Not renowned for his defensive work. But 2 excellent bits of play there from Arif Ayman. pass just to curb his attacking instincts for the good of the team, but not losing his place. Bergson, cushion header. Castillejo onto Vieira. Signed from Corfacan in the UAE League. Out wide is Oscar Arribas. Dual national Philippines. Vieira's done well. Vieira's found a pocket of space. Dougal slaps it clear. Arribas controls with his backside. Vieira looks for Castillejo. Cole blocks. Dougal clears. Arif slides into Bergson, just 6 inches or so away from the Brazilian, who applauds the intent from Arif Ayman. Individual brilliance we were talking about there. Arif has certainly got the ability. Can take players on. Coming the other way, Bissoli's got the ability as well, as does Lucas Crispin. Buriram's Brazilian sweeps it out wide to Dion Cools. Inter did well. Referee, no free kick. Arribas has hurt himself. And the referee pulls the game back. Sporting of Peter Zul to... Oh, and Zul then picks up a yellow card. Well, there's nothing wrong with that from... Oof. That's a harsh one. And he doesn't quite agree with it, but... yellow card it is. Tough tackling Austrian. Just has to be careful. Zubiare helps it forward. Zul involved with Bergson da Silva. Let's see what Bergson does here. It's a very interesting one, isn't it? He did have eyes on the ball, but the arm has come out. There is VAR. They will have a little check. I'd be surprised, though, they call the referee's attention to that. Abdullah Jamali and Abdallah Al-Kandari from Kuwait. Was that Bergson being cute? Srafilov looks for Arif. Off the back of Lucas Crispin. First corner of the game for Johor. Darul attacks him, the Southern Tigers. And a roar goes up. Alvaro strides forward. Eddie Srafilov strides forward. Crowd appreciating that in such a tense game, moments like this, oh, the opportunity. Lowry faced by Curtis Good. Castillejo. Strong enough to win it back. Arif. Vieira. Trying to play Arif through. Afik Fazale. Settles things down. Nacho is there with Oscar Arribas. Vieira a second chance. Just to create a little bit of space. Castillejo. Fires it in. Excellent defending from Cools. Lowry wants to get on the edge of the penalty area. Does. And then wins his own header back. That's brilliant work from Shane Lowry. Afik. Samu Castillejo. Vieira. Arif. Chance to run at Lucas. Instead finds Bergson. Squared. It might come to Afik. Instead, Oscar Arribas is there. Afik for Zale available. Afik for Zale. Edge to the penalty area. Nacho Inter. Space for Oscar Arribas. To the byline. Pulled back. Crispin only finds Afik for Zale, who hits the post. What a moment. What a moment for Afik for Zale. What an opportunity. They were so patient. It's not the best clearance from Lucas Crispin. Pass it straight to Arif, who knew that he had to take the shot on. Neil Etheridge immediately castigates Lucas Crispin for the poor clearance. Lowry's header above Martin Barquet. Castillejo. Oh, lovely flick. It's not a successful one in that the ball went out of play, but a little moment of magic. Not renowned for his goal-scoring, Afik for Zale, but that was a glorious moment. Very often in games like this, unlikely heroes emerge. Pools did well, finds Cole. Wake. Chest clearance, only found Vieira, but it breaks to Lucas Crispin. Right then, Supernat finds a bit of space. Runs at Shane Lowry. Supernat looks for Cools outside, 3 in the penalty area. Cools pulls it back. Korzic was there. Zul. Oh, the toe pokes the effort. Here's Rafilov. Castillejo, what a turn. Bergson, not such a good touch. Sexy little turn in the centre of midfield, though, there by Samuel Castillejo. Good. Oh, Alvaro's missed that. Supernat. Just through the middle, Bisoli. Second chance, Martin Buake. Oh, pulls it behind Dion Cools. The danger's not over yet. Still 5 green shirts up in attack. Supernat. Bisoli. Lowry scrambles it clear, finds Jonathan Vieira. Vieira's got Bergson and Castillejo ahead of him. Afik for Zale out wide. Afik, Vieira, nice little give and go. Samu Castillejo onto Arif Ayman. Arif versus Lucas. Arif wins the corner kick once again. And Lucas Crispin gives himself a pat on the back. In Asian Champions League, he's asked to play at this left wing back position. He doesn't play it normally. It asks a lot of him. And Arif asked the question there. Lucas had the answer. Second corner for JDT. 31.5 minutes gone. Bisoli just smuggles it clear. I think Fazale is there. Vieira. Dougal rises. Crispin looks for Supernat. Nacho Inter is there. Zul tackled by Afik Fazale. Over on the far side, Martin Boake is down injured. As we focus on Afik Fazale. This might just be one of those tactical go down, give the coach a chance, just have a word or two. Boake came from Qingdao as a free agent. I think the referee, there wasn't an official drinks break, but I think he's allowed one because it's very humid. I would say they're used to playing in these conditions, but so many new signings just for the Asian Champions League. There's a few players out there who aren't really used to playing in these conditions. We're back live, Asian Champions League knockout phase, the round of 16. 0-0 on the night, 0-0 on aggregate, 0-0 in the two previous matches between these two teams. Bisoli, Supernat, again space out wide for Cools. What can he pick up? Cools instead comes in onto his left foot. Zul, Supernat in space. Not a lot of space. Larry did brilliantly. Sorry, Arribas did brilliantly to close that down. And then Larry shepherds that one back to his goalkeeper. And Bisoli, 4 goals in Asian Champions League. Arif will chase and keep it alive, but only find an easy catch for Neil Etheridge. Supernat makes himself so available, and then runs that one long, trying to get a free kick from Afik, not given by the referee, quite rightly. Israfilov looks to Arif again. Arif versus Lucas. You do fancy the Malaysian international to at least get Crispin on one occasion. Castillejo. A number of high-profile signings for JDT as they try to make themselves Asian football royalty. Place in the quarterfinals in Saudi would certainly help that, would certainly help Buriram as well. The prize at the end of tonight is massive. Buriram have made the quarterfinals before, but that was a two-legged stage. That was in 2013. That's how long they've been competing near the top of Asian football. Here's Dion Cools. Good interception, saw the space, drives into it. Larry goes over. And Cools blocked off by Shane Larry. Arribas can break. Vieira to his left. 4 up in support for Jonathan Vieira, one of whom is Samu Castillejo. Castillejo, little shimmy inside and look for an explosive first goal in the red and blue of Johor Darul Tassim. Had a lot of time with the club. The team is being set up in many ways to kind of accommodate Samu Castillejo. So far, so good for Johor. Alvaro is stronger than Boake, who's having a torrid time out there. Vieira. Israfilov, Spanish-born Azerbaijani international. Really is the international game. Oscar Arribas, Spanish and Filipino heritage. Shane Lowry, very much Aussie. Alvaro. Guaque went in, didn't follow through. Alvaro hit the deck. Referee, who's had a firm control of this game, says throw in Buriram United, and Alvaro gets up, sprints back into position. Osmo Loss replaced the Japanese Ishii as coach. The expectation levels are so high for both of these clubs. They don't want to just be the best in their own country. They want to be players on the Asian scene. They want to compete against the Saudis and UAE and Qatari teams, and Korean and Japanese. Arif, Vieira. Good cover by Supernat, who once again has had an excellent game. Edridge's clearance, not his most convincing, but no damage done. Bergson likes to get in the faces of the opponent. Lucas Crispin, a laid-back character normally, but there's a little word or two between the two just then. Jonathan Vieira. Israfilov has Lowry. Hasn't played a game since the 0-0 draw here in early December against Buriram. Afik. Did just enough, but very steady. Myung Seok on the right-hand side. Bisoli can benefit from a ball breaking to him, and there's green shirts in support here. It's 5v4 for a little while. Zul pulls it out. JDT have got players back now, but they were a little bit slow getting back. Maybe the humidity will be a factor. Korzic blocked off. Vieira finds Nacho Insa. Bergson. Curtis Good. No free kick against Bergson. Clever play from Curtis Good. Got close, but didn't put an actual challenge in. Waited for Bergson to cough up possession. Dougal looks for Bisoli. Lowry is there first, and onto Oscar Arribas. A little bit like the first leg now, an arm wrestle. Admittedly on a better playing surface. It's a little bit greasy. Surface in Buriram. Vieira strides past halfway. Looks for Bergson. Got in the way of the intended ball to Arribas. Castelleo comes through the back there. Cools. Not sure what Dion's knowledge of Spanish is. Not renowned as a hard man, but La Liga, you've got to have your physical wits about you. 3.5 minutes till half-time. Alvaro Gonzalez slightly miscues the header. Crispin. Alvaro does well. the ball. There's a little incident with Kenny Dougal. The nearest man to him is Bergson da Silva. It's Ko, isn't it? Not Kenny Dougal. Myung Seok. Restarts. Ahmed Al Ali, the Kuwaiti referee, just aware that there's one or two things going on off the ball that he needs to keep control of. On the ball, it's Oscar Arribas or JDT. Nafik, Lowry goes outside of him. Ball retention so important. Arribas and Nafik. Johor supporters having to be patient. They're used to their team scoring a lot of goals and responding to any adversity with a barrage of goals. 130, close to 140 goals so far this season. Buriram themselves have scored over 100. Zul loses out to Afik. Vieira. Korzic for company. Vaslejo. Alvaro. It's an awkward one. Arribas will chase and keep that in play. Lowry will offer a bit of support. Here is Shane Lowry. Back to Afik for Zale. Vieira. Lowry again. Two minutes to add. Nacho finds Shane Lowry. Operating as a left winger just at the moment. Arribas and Nacho again. Slides it through to Vieira. Just probing for a gap of any kind. Eventually Lowry puts the ball in. Castillejo hits it into the floor. And he's had one long-range effort that skewed off the outside of his boot a long way over. That one mistimed. He's getting himself in attacking positions. Neil Etheridge, one vital save in the first minute to deny Jonathan Vieira. Ball came out to Bergson da Silva, who put it into the empty net, but Silva was offside, so that first save from Jonathan Vieira, very important. Bergson loses out to Ko. Afik half claimed a foul against the Oncools. Shrafilov is in there first. Dougal under pressure. Arif stretches Curtis Good. That's well played by Curtis Good, and Lucas Crispin's got Supernat ahead of him. Bisoli making a run through the centre forward channel. Terrific from Supernat away from Alvaro. Lowry's header. Against Castillejo. Lucas Crispin timed his little knock of the ball away from the Spaniard to perfection. And we had a little indication then of what Buriram, not so much in there, that's a clear foul, but Supernat spinning away from Alvaro. What Buriram have potentially got. Taken quickly, goes through and over the top from Supernat. Oh, Johor so nearly caught cold by Supernat. Ball played in, it goes through everybody. Supernat can't control it. Away from Dion Cools. Supernat, who came closest in the first leg to scoring, forcing an excellent save from Anthony Zubiare. That time couldn't keep the header on target. Afik Fazale hit the post for Johor. Darul Taksim midway through the half. Zubiare frustrated that Johor was so nearly caught goal by Supernat at the end of the half. But it is still a deadlock. We played 2.5 games between JDT and Buriram. Still no goals. It is tight, it is tense. We are still level, and we're still no closer to knowing who's going to Saudi Arabia. Half-time, Johor Darul Taksim 0, Buriram United 0. Kozic only finds Castillejo. Gets it back. Kozic onto Supernat. Supernat. Blocked by Shane Lowry. Defenders very much on top. Grazie goes in sideways and into Alvaro. Well, he's come from such a strange angle. Alvaro will be hurt there. Grazie is yellow carded. He acknowledges it's an awkward challenge. The second time Alvaro's gone down, clutching his face. This time I'm not sure how much face there was involved there from Alvaro. More chest as the flailing leg comes from Martin Grazie, who was yellow carded in the first game. That's his second yellow card of this tie. Brought from the Chinese Super League to add strength and presence. Not quite sure in that manner. Zafon asked for his opinion. I had the Bidolio. Alvaro seems almost like a veteran in the purchasing of JDT players. Early February, he's been here over a month from the Al Qadisiyah club. Nacho Inter has been here much longer than that. He is really in the form of his life, is Nacho. Loving the responsibility of being the main man for Johor, the leader for Johor Darul Taksim, for the Southern Tigers. They bid to get to Saudi Arabia. Give and go. Castillejo was looking for Vieira. Lucas Crispin. Caught by Arif, who picks up a yellow card, having thought that he himself had been wrong. He thought he should have picked up a free kick. And then it's a cheeky little nip at the ankles by Arif. Third yellow of the game. Free Ahmed Al-Ali just trying to nip any potential problems in the bud. He was getting a little bit fractious towards the end of the first half. Leo's header. One or two glimpses of La Liga form from Castillejo in the first half. Cools does well. Ooh, a little bit of space. Bisoli was behind Kozic, but Kozic does such good work to win it back. Curtis good. Lowry gets the header. Vieira beaten to it. Dion Cools. Ooh, time and space. Zul just over the top. Peter Zul. Austrian given a lot of space. Hasn't scored for Buriram since his move. Sweet strike. A little bit of a wobble in the air as well. Nervy few moments for Johor Darul Taksim. Zubiare rushed into a clearance as well. Vieira asks Bergson to chase, and Bergson will chase. Gets there ahead of Coe, but Coe is helped. Just good, doing a fine job there. Cools blocked off by Shane Lowry. the first leg. It's not the prettiest game of football, but my word, it's intense out there. Johor will be hoping that the extra noise, the extra energy provided by their home fans, a sellout 35,000, they'll be hoping that that'll be enough just to push them over the line. A rare slice from the normally impeccable Eddie Israfilov. Okay, Cools. Nacho is covering. That will be a corner kick. Nacho hit the floor. Luckily, he didn't handle the ball and pick it up. First corner of this second half for Buriram. Second corner of the contest. Buriram have started this second half best. 5 in the penalty area in front of Zubiare. It's flicked on, looking towards the back post. Lucas Crispin. An ambitious effort, Supernat had an ambitious effort. A look at this from Arif Ayman. Just blocked off from Curtis Good, and a yellow card. Not sure it's Kenny Dougal, I think it's Curtis who might have picked up the yellow. Let's have a look. Well, there's Curtis Good who's pulling him back. Indeed it is. It's number 6, Curtis Good, who'll pick up the yellow. Being an ever-present Curtis Good, being an ever-present throughout this Asian Champions League campaign. It's had 2 big defeats in it for Buriram, and I think that's what persuaded Nevin Chidchob to splash the cash. Defeat against Kawasaki by 3-0 at home. Off the back of a 5-0 loss, Yokohama threatened to derail Buriram's ambitions of making it into the top 8 in the group stage. Supernat once again, 2 up in support. Korzic alongside him. Supernat looks for Bisoli. Guillaume Bisoli. Flag goes up for offside. But it's been a very, very good opening 12 minutes to this second stanza by the visitors. Well, that would have been a tight one if it hit the back of the net. But he didn't. So Nacho Inter can come out and find Shane Lowry. Afiq Fazel down the line to Oscar Arribas. Afiq. Tight little space, loses out to Zul. Nacho wins it back. Afiq blocked off by Peter Zul. Good strength, but then Israfilov is there. No time or space for anybody to do anything. Look how congested that space is by Buriram players. And then a little bit of space for Supernat. Goran Korzic, if he looks left, he's got players free. Goran Korzic, Supernat! Buriram have the lead. Supernat Muenta. There's a sign in front of those Buriram fans that says, you can do it. Supernat Muenta, returning from loan in Belgium, has scored the first goal of this knockout contest. And now Buriram have something to defend. There was so little space, and then suddenly there was space. Korzic breaks from Israfilov, and Supernat's finish is sublime. Ishrafilov's unlucky, but that is just beautiful. Perfect angle, left foot, no chance, Anthony Zubiare. Supernat, the local boy, has made the difference. Well, they have been a better team in the early stages of this second half, Buriram. Now let's see what JDT have got. They steamroller Ulsan, they steamroller Pohang in previous group games. They've not steamrollered Buriram. Samu Castellano, Arif, Bergson the target, Ko is there, Nacho will pick up the second ball. Afik, Oscar Arribas, looking for Bergson. Zul does well. Supernat blocked off by Nacho into Goran Korzic, spreads it wide to Lucas Crispin. A second goal is on the cards here. Crispin's got Bisoli there. Crispin for Bisoli, just enough there from Alvaro. Castillejo tries to take centre stage. Jonathan Vieira, Arif makes a run. Vieira holds on to possession. Bergson the target. Bergson de Silva tried to pull it back. Dion Cools doing a fine job covering Bergson. Vieira picks him out. It's an important touch from the Malaysian centre-back. Arif drives forward. Castillejo smuggled out for a corner kick. Ko Myung Seok. Johor want to get on with it quickly. Arif. Castillejo taking centre stage. Nacho. Afik with Shane Lowry. Buriram now got everybody back. Arribas finds Afik. Lowry. Terrific header by Curtis Good. Castillejo. Onto Jonathan Vieira. Etheridge, good hands. Flags laid down. Vieira was looking for Bergson. I think it was Curtis Good who was keeping Vieira on. Good safe hands from Neil Etheridge. Zubiare, even in the cacophony of noise, you could hear him high up in the main grandstand. A good clear shout. Castillejo once again fouled. Arif will shepherd that one out for a corner kick for Johor. It's their second of the half, their fourth in all. And again they go short. Vieira. Zul is blocked off. Time and space for Oscar Arribas to slow things down. Well, this wasn't on the Johor script. Leho tries to be a bit too ambitious. And Peter Zull is there. And they are looking dangerous on the breakaway every time. Zubiare held his ground. That's an important block. Otherwise, Supernat was in for 2-0. JDT living on the edge. Nacho Inter looks right. Jonathan Vieira, Arribas outside of him. Vieira tries to dink it in towards Nacho Inter, but a green shirt went with a red and blue shirt every time they moved. Just trying to dink it in. Inter's made a run. You could see there Lucas Crispin was aware of where he was. We look at Neil Etheridge here, up at the other end. Anthony Zubiare made a really important save with his feet. Alvaro, he's got to be strong. Buakwe, what can he do? He can play it out. Oh, it's pushed over the top by Bissoli, but the flag is up. Oh. That's what Martin Buakwe does so well. He was just so strong. Alvaro couldn't get close. The flag was up, so it wouldn't have counted for Bissoli. But we and Johor have been warned. Double change. Buakwe coming off. Curtis Good, recently yellow carded. He's coming off. Replacement is Kim Min-hyok. A regular Kim Min-hyok. He'll just slot in to the left-hand side of that back three. And Sazalak will come in, probably as a left wing back. That might release Lucas Crispin for a slightly freer role. Yeah, the Thai international has gone there. It's almost now a 5 at the back for Buriram. They've got the lead. Bissoli will lead the line, and it's almost a 5-4-1. Ball over the top, looks for Bergson, who's done well. And then off the line from Oscar Arribas, and a first touch of immense importance for Kim Min-hyok. Now, sometimes a striker will come on and score with his first touch. This time a centre-back has come on and cleared off the line with his first touch. Midway through the second half, Johor trailing by a goal to nil. Kenny Dougal shepherds it back to Neil Etheridge. He'll take his time. Jonathan Vieira tries to hurry up the Philippines international goalkeeper. Supernat. Bissoli. Now the central striker with the changes. Leon Cools finds Peter Zull. Goran Korzic. Cools available on this right-hand side. Johor still struggling after the goal. Zull, Mishrafilov and Nacho Inter both win the ball cleanly. Jonathan Vieira, referee plays an advantage. Then pulls it back for the foul on Vieira. sign from Corfacam. Just a month ago, it seems a lot more. JDT need him to just create a little bit of something. They need somebody to create something. Castillejo. Shane Lowry drives towards the penalty area. Shane Lowry. Adibas to Arif Ayman. Arif, that's deflected. That will be a corner for Johor Darul Taksim. 5th of the match, 3rd of this second half. They've gone short on both previous occasions. Now they'll wait for the big men to come forward. Bissoli is there. Sazalak looks up, finds he's under no pressure. Just holds the ball up. Finds Lucas Crispin. Supernat slides away from Nacho. Supernat, the goal scorer. Will one be enough to decide this tie? Dion Cools. Johor preparing changes. Cole will chase into the corner. It's beyond Castillejo. Here is the change for Johor Darul Taksim. Hebati, record goal scorer in Thailand. Bit of a veteran, but now JDT are asking him to come in and make the difference. Apik Fazel, a midfielder, is sacrificed for another attacker. He's appeared in now. This will be his 9th appearance in the Champions League this year. Normally as an impact sub. Of course, Johor need an impact. Bissoli. Aribas was shifted over to a right back kind of a position. Right wing back. Vieira. Arif. Throw is over. Arif. Can't beat Kenny Dougal. Not the best cross from Arif Ayman, but he was willing to take on Dion Cools and get the better of him. Nacho finds Vieira. Shanghai Shenhua, Ulsan and Pohang all being well beaten here by Johor Darul Taksim. Buriram, goal the straw in the groups, now leading a goal to nothing here. Vieira, a little bit of space for Jonathan Vieira. The door closes, Cools faces Arif Ayman. Arif goes one way, and straight into the sizable midriff of Neil Etheridge. Arif, what a Champions League campaign he's had, but he doesn't want it to end. He wants to go on to Saudi Arabia. He wants to mix amongst the big names. Ronaldo's Al Nassr already through. They beat Esteghlal last night by 3-0. Oscar Aribas is there defending. Lowry. Very fast to play. Almost a left wing back at the moment. Went around Dion Cools, wants the foul, doesn't get it. Supernat Muenta. The match winner at the moment, the tie winner at the moment. Bisoli with time and space. There was none earlier on in the game. Cools, looks for Supernat. Was eased out of the way by Alvaro Gonzalez. Heberty. Supernat struggling just a little bit. Signal to the bench that he's in a bit of trouble. JDT are carrying on. This is Heberty. Heberty finds a bit of space. Free kick. Goran Korzic just clips the heels of Heberty. At the other end of the pitch, Supernat is down and asking for treatment. Good driving run by Heberty. Not a lot of contact, and the referee, I think, right to give a free kick, also right not to give the yellow card that Heberty once brandished. Buriram start to their Asian Champions League campaign with a goalless draw against Vissel Kobe. They beat Pahang by a goal to nil. They drew 0-0 with Johor's the quick free kick. This, of course, is a wonderful save from Heberty. Etheridge really alert, but the referee is going to say, we've got to have this taken again. Well done, Neil Etheridge. Right from Heberty. Well, Arif Ayman asking, encouraging Supernat to head off. Jefferson Tabinas is preparing to come on. Buriram have the lead. They intend to hold on to it. We are live once again. Free kick taken. Buriram distracted down to 10. No change yet. Is a change for Johor. Esse comes on for Bergson de Silva. Is it going to happen now? Yes, it is. Bergson, first minute goal disallowed. Esse, former Real Madrid, former PSG. And Esse doesn't get a first touch. If he had, it might have been sensational. Gonzalez. And now the change for Buriram United. Philippines international. Jefferson Tabinas comes on for Muenta, whose goal separates the teams. And what a lovely goal it was. He breaks here. Beautiful strike. Fabulous finish for Supernat. Second goal of this Asian Champions League elite campaign. And the athletic, muscular figure of the Tokyo-born Jefferson comes in. That's a little bit short. That might break for Sazalak. Sazalak, wasteful. Castillejo, out wide. Heberty. Vieira. Castillejo. Little ding for Aribas to square it. No Johor player attacking the 6-yard box. Perhaps Bergson might have done, but the flag's up for offside anyway. And Kenny Dougal and co. 12 minutes to hang on. Kenny Dougal's played in some big games, playoff finals, where he scored a couple of goals for Blackpool. Again, tight, but I think accurate. Vieira with that lob little pass. Is there another pass? Is there a match-saving pass from Jonathan Vieira? Heberty. Sorely wanted a free kick, doesn't get it. Essa. Both these clubs have bought for Asian Champions League success. They've invested. One of them is going to find that investment fall slightly short. Crispin. Zubiera has to come to the edge of his penalty area. Israfilov does well. Sazalak chases. Alvaro. 10 minutes on the clock. Haven't been that many stoppages, so Johor won't be rescued by 10 minutes or so of injury time. Heberty. They're going to have to create something fairly soon. Shane Lowry. Nacho Inter. There's that famous goal against Ulsan in injury time a couple of years ago at this stadium. Both were facing elimination, both were attacking, and Johor scored after a moment of brilliance from Arif Ayman. Is there going to be something similar to end this 90 minutes? No away goals, of course. So, a goal for Johor. We would be going to extra time. Jonathan Vieira looks wide. Alvaro scored 2 on his debut against Central Coast. How Hector Bidoglio would like one now. Nacho. Lowry. Nobody really just to toss the ball into. They're going to have to manufacture some space. Either Hesse or maybe Arif. Heberty. There is Arif. It's pretty. Sideways and backwards. Nacho onto Jonathan Vieira. Edi Israfilov. Aribas does well. Castillejo spreads it out wide. A little bit of space for Nacho Inter. Arif, but immediately 2 go over to close him down this time. Arif looks for Hesse. Half-hearted appeals for a handball. Buriram clear. Guillaume Bissoli. He's got Dion Cools to his right. He's got Sazalak to his left. Here is Dion Cools and Bissoli is available. Edi Israfilov is calmness personified. 8 minutes to go. Oscar Aribas. Castillejo out to his right. Tabinas faces up to him. Aribas, where's the support? Israfilov is the nearest. Heberty in the middle. Heberty encouraged to shoot, surely not from there. Arif Ayman encouraged to shoot. Free kick. 27 yards out. Where's Juan Muniz when you need him? On the substitutes bench is the answer. Bergson another likely, but Heberty is immediately taking control of this, and Arif Ayman, he's more than capable of hitting them as well. Kenny Dougal just tempted to stick a foot in. Can Johor find a way? Lucas Crispin reckons that wall is more than 10 metres away. And that's what Ahmed Al-Ali is saying. Etheridge wants an extra man in the wall. Sazalak goes in. Heberty is there. Jonathan Vieira is there. It's Heberty. It's into the wall. Not the clearest strike. Arif flicked on and over. There's a clash of heads in the penalty area. Nadia Shrafilov. He went down. Both players were going for the ball. Not the best free kick from Heberty into the wall. Couldn't get the elevation. It's Ishrafilov and Kim Yong-seok. Ishrafilov gets the header in. Ko just catches him. Both going legitimately for the ball. Hook. Adibas onto Nacho. Okay, Obregon being prepared for JDT. Heberty spreads it wide. Shane Lowry. Sabinas just gets a touch. Vieira. Strong defensive work. Kenny Dougal. Haribas, referee said that was a fair challenge. Haribas is on the floor. Buriram are playing on. Referee's playing an advantage. Sazalak around the corner to Guillaume Bissoli. And Bissoli fires wide, and the flag stayed down. Changes now for both teams. Jorge Obregon on in place of Oscar Arribas, who heads over on the far side. Pitiwat will come on for Buriram for the hard-working Lucas Crispin. Johor Darul Taksim 0, Buriram United 1, 1-0 on aggregate. Supernat Muenta's fine second-half strike just before the hour. And time is now not on JDT's side. Attackers galore. Is there a goal in there? Kim Min-hyok high into the grandstand as he possibly can. Castillejo leaves it. Arif goes long. Obregon the target. Obregon does well. Jorge Obregon spins and turns. Belted clear. Anywhere will do from Peter Zul. Heberty. Alvaro. Eddie Ishrafilov. 2 minutes to play. Vieira. Into Vieira. Down the line for Arif Ayman. Obregon attacks. Obregon. And Etheridge does well. Under pressure. Big strong man, under pressure from Samu Castillejo. Aldridge will get the foul and will eat as many seconds as he possibly can. In a very, very tight contest, a very, very tight two legs. One glorious moment from Supernat Winter. Looks likely to be deciding this match unless Johor can summon one last effort to become a champion of progress. Inter wins the ball. Essay finds Heberty. A little bit slow. Free kick Johor. The clock ticks down. Nacho Inter and Heberty get on with it. Nowhere really for Heberty to go. Israfilov. Lowry. Buriram, very good this second half. They haven't let Johor play. They took their chances when they were on top as well. That's Rodriguez onto Heberty. Helped it forward, Obregon! Tabinas clears. Sazalak loses out to Nacho Inter. Encouragement though for the Southern Tigers. 7 minutes of time to add on. 7 minutes. Kim Min-hyuk with the challenge. Arif and Castillejo. Alvaro's up there. Israfilov's there. Obregon is there. Lowry as well. Alvaro heads it back towards what he hoped were on-rushing players, but he's offside anyway, Alvaro. And he looks shattered. It's been an intense game of football. Well, I tell you what, Alvaro... Well, he was, yes, it was Israfilov behind him who'd come from an onside position. Alvaro faces a fresh Sazalak. Alvaro does well. Heberty. He's got a midfield role. JDT with attacking players all over the pitch. Some have to find new roles. Shane Lowry encouraged to push the ball forward. 90 seconds of the 7 minutes have elapsed. Essa. Heberty to his right. Further right, Alvaro. 4 in the penalty area. Off Obregon. Israfilov can't get there. Obregon. Still Obregon off the line. Kenny Dougal. And a pull back on Arif Ayman. That will be interesting. VAR might have a look at that. But at the moment, Kenny Dougal is the Buriram hero. Over on the far side, Arif Ayman looked like he got free. Now there's a break coming the other way. And we've got a one-on-one for Guillaume Bissoli. Cools across the face of goal. Oh, VAR having a look. Are they going to talk to referee Ahmed Al-Ali? The answer is no. The answer is no. Johorian hopes were high. 3 of the 7 minutes about to elapse. Vieira. Essa tries the nutmeg. Want the handball. Castillejo. And well played by Coe. Castillejo kicks the corner flag over in frustration, but Coe has been really solid. And it's going to be a yellow for Castillejo. That's not what it's about. Insoccer, he's been solid as you like. Buriram have been solid. Rafik shot against the post, and the early scare with the disallowed goal. Buriram have been able to compete with Johor, who've sometimes looked a little bit disjointed. Maybe there's a chance now then. Obregon, the Colombian, finds Heberty. Out wide, Alvaro. Arif. The moment it's a tie hero for the Thai team. Heberty helps it forward. Brilliant header by Ko. Israfilov finds Vieira. Tipped over the top to deny an equaliser by Neil Etheridge. Hessa. So nearly a hero. Instead, it's Etheridge who makes the crucial intervention. Johor pressing. They'll have a corner over on the far side. 6 looking to attack the ball. Heberty puts it in. Hesse can't get there. Korzic gets there first. Vieira. Less than 2 minutes to play. Nacho Inter onto Vieira. Zubiare involved. Only finds Jefferson Tapinas, and he's out of position. Zazalak is there, and there's a break on for Bisoli. Peter Zul instead buys a good foul for Buriram. That is such sensible play. It's a yellow card for Nacho. But Peter Zul didn't go for the glory pass. Went for the time. And Buriram, they may well have done enough. Nacho yellow card. Hector Bidolio can only hope there's one more chance. And Buriram, to their credit, they press, they make it difficult. 45 seconds. Nacho Inter. Heberty wants it right. It comes left to Eddie Israfilov. Shane Lowry. Inter once again. Buriram with everybody back. Heberty darts forward. 30 seconds or less on the clock. Heberty played out wide. Hessa Rodriguez. Is there a glory moment? No, there isn't, but Arif hoists it up. Obregon! Flag is up. The flag is up for offside. We must wait to see. Jorge Obregon. The flag is up and we await the decision. Kuwaiti referee and officials well, they come inside. This will be problems. But there is Obregon, and he's not, Dion Cools on this side. There is an almighty decision to be made by the VAR team here. Dion Cools may well have stepped back and may well have kept Jorge Obregon onside to defend the assistant over on the far side. Obregon would have obliterated his view of Dion Cools. But this is so close. This will not be checked quickly. The decision on the field is the goal is disallowed. But VAR with Abdullah Jamali and Abdullah Al-Kandari, both from Kuwait. Jorge Obregon, is he the hero? It's mighty close. And it's not the man who was marking him. He's the wrong side. Obregon picks up the yellow card for taking off his shirt for the celebration. But Dion Cools on this near side might well have given Johor Darul Taksim an escape route here. In the VAR room, I promise you, like a fine tooth comb, Abdullah, Jamali and Al-Kandari are looking over this. And the decision is no goal, it is offside, and the final whistle goes, and Buriram have got the victory on aggregate by a 1-0 in a tight, tense, competitive 2 ties. Supernat Muenta is the superstar for Buriram United. Johor Darul Taksim and Jorge Obregon denied by the narrowest of margins, a dramatic last-kick equaliser that would have sent us to extra time. But instead it's Buriram. It's Nevin Chinchop's investment that will be rewarded with the journey to Saudi Arabia. It is Osmo Loss on his debut season who will take his charges to Saudi Arabia. For Heberty and for Obregon and Israfilov and the rest of the Johor boys, it is tears, it is his frustration, it is knowing they were so near yet so far. It's the end of a Champions League road that saw them thrill everybody with victories here against Shanghai, against Ulsan and against Pohang. On the road, an important victory over Central Coast, but they came up against a stubborn wall called Buriram United. The team who are chasing a 4th straight title in Thailand. Supernat Muenta, what a good decision to return him from loan, and Neil Etheridge gets hugs and hugs and hugs